Well, hello, dolls. Dana Dubois here. um, I've tried a few different things this time. With my contour, I deepened it just a little bit, but I didn't do the Nike check, the share cheek. I did a nude lip this time and used some natural browns on my eyes and really tried to blend them. And I also used 2 sets of lashes, and I did my actual brow as opposed to painting it on. I didn't cover it. So I'm hoping it looks okay. From here, it doesn't look bad. So, what's in my bag? Well, I don't really have a bag. I do, but I don't use it because I've got everything spread out all over my table. So, here's what is going on right now. I used to use Max Factor Pan Stick, and I've got some in my bag yet, but it's extremely low. What I'm using right now is 3 foundations from it's actually Maybelline foundation, and it covers really well, honestly, better than I thought it would cover. And it actually, there's a very light 5 o'clock right here, but that's because I didn't fix that with the powder, the dark powder under here. It sort of blends it in, pushes it back, so you can't really see it as much as if there were just foundation there. So it's hard to tell, but I didn't do it right here, which normally I do, but I didn't do it right this time. So I'm using the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse Foundation. And I'm gonna say, well, I've got it in ivory. I don't know if you can actually tell, but I've got it in ivory and sandy beige and caramel, or caramel, however you want to say it. So I've got the 3 different colors, and I put the medium color all over my face, and then I use the light color for my highlights and the dark color for my contours. So anyways, with those, I've been actually using the e.l.f. Professional Foundation brushes, which I'm using one for each. I'm trying not to mix them because of blending issues, but I honestly, they cover okay. I'm just not sure that I like the feel of them. And there's a little bit of a crumble going on. Like when I this is what they look like. And they're mousse. The thing is, with the mousse, it kind of crumbles a little bit. It'll like cake up on the brush. And I'm not sure I like that. I don't like that because I end up with little crumblies all over my table, and then it gets all over my arms, and it's just, I don't know. So I don't know if I'm going to continue to use those or not. I also have, see that contour, girl? Look at that contour. So, I've been using like a very light pink eyeshadow for my highlights and a brown shadow for my contour, which is fine, except that it's got a little bit of shimmer in it, and I don't think it does too well. So I've got NYX contour palette coming. Should be here probably this week sometime. And I'm thinking it'll do better because it's got a high, it's like an actual white, high white for the highlight. Um, what else? Oh, the other stuff. I have a NYX Jumbo Pencil in white that I actually melted and potted. And I use that as a base for my eyes, my eyeshadows. I'm using just a mink brown generic drugstore brand. I think it's drugstore brand. It's called Ardell for the brow powder. The contour and highlight I've been using are from the NYX For Your Eyes Only collection. Mysterious Brown Eyes. And you can see they're kind of getting low there. So I've been using this one for the contour and this one for the shadow, the highlight. And it's not really picking up because I think it's too pink to actually pick up. For my concealer is actually concealer in a jar from NYX. Usually my lips are this Ulta Flirty Pink. Actually, I put it on like the center of my lips and use a dark liner on the corners, which is Revlon Color Stay Lip Liner in Sienna. And sometimes I'm actually using the L'Oreal Color Riche in Mauve Eternal when I use the pink. But today it's a nude lip. I didn't actually use, all I used was liner. I put foundation on, powdered it, put on liner, colored in the corners, and blended it out, and used a little bit of white milk NYX pencil in the center and blended it out. I actually didn't even put on lip gloss today. Usually I put on lip gloss. My mascara is just generic. It's a Professional Super Thick Lash mascara from CoverGirl. I know everybody says not to get all the fancy shit, but honestly enough, this, like, with this, I could probably not even put on lashes. Because when I put it on my actual eyelashes, I mean, they get out of this world. And I just bumped the table. So I've not really, Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I use that. And I've been using the Revlon Color Stay Gel Liner. Not sure I like the gel. I'm thinking of moving to liquid. What else is there to say? I think with different hair, I'll look good. It's a matter of this hair. It's not bad hair, it's just flat hair. And it covers up my contour and highlight as well, which is not a good thing. So, brush-wise, I have an EcoTools fluffy brush, but I just got in my e.l.f. Professional Total Face Brush, and they're very similar, but this one is a little softer. I'm using a e.l.f. bronzing brush for my highlight and contour, and a lip brush, of course, to blend the lips. I'm using the e.l.f. Professional Eyeshadow Brush, which is really nice for my eyes. It's been doing well, and of course the blending brush. I have no idea where the hell this came from. I know it came from a store. They were having a sale. I bought something. I believe it was the NYX Mysterious Brown Eye Palette that I purchased, along with the NYX Pencil in Milk and the Max Factor Pan Stick and the Smashbox Primer. I bought those, and they were giving this thing away. And actually, I have no idea if there's a brand on this or what, but it's not Horrid, but it's a nice palette, but the colors are all shimmery, and being all shimmery, it makes it a little difficult to do the eyes, especially if you cover your brows, because you want to stay away from shimmer on your brows. If they're covered, it will so pick up. And of course, there's a lip section on the bottom. And this is meant to be a contour and highlight, but this contour is not dark at all. And this highlight is not light at all. So, you know. My pink shadow, this is Ulta. This is from Ulta because my pink lipstick came in this. So this is all Ulta. And there are all these lip colors down here that are absolutely fabulous, but none of them are a nice bright red, which is what I really want. So I've been using that pink, the flirty pink. I've not used any of the brushes in this or the eyeliner. You know, there's an eyeliner pencil in here, and maybe that would be better than the gel. At first, I was using the crayon, Almay's charcoal black, black pearl, sorry, eyeliner, which also is not horrible, but it goes on really thick. It's hard to sharpen it, really. I mean, if you try to sharpen it with this little sharpener in the back, it like breaks up and shit, and that makes it worse, makes it harder to use for me. And so I tried not to sharpen it much, but that just gives me a thicker line that I don't necessarily want, you know, especially like when you're going out here. You don't want a thicker line when you're doing a cat's eye point out to the side of your face. Anyways, there you go, girl. That's what's in my makeup kit. It's all spread out all over the table. Some of the things I tried differently today. Some of the things I got coming in. And I guess that's it. So, love you, babies. Ugh, hair in my mouth. Nobody likes hair in their mouth. Even then, so don't even. I'm a broad-shouldered bitch, for real.